So marketing brought in 1.3, you've only closed 467. And that's telling me it's not a marketing problem, it's an operations problem.
Talk to me about branded, because we got Dan and
Pull up the brand campaign, Neil.
SearchLight. And what do you guys do? Why is it good for agencies? Why is it good for contractors? And we're going to do a live reaction to our data on a mutual customer that, you know, is smart.
Yeah, no, they're a fantastic customer. And I spent the last 15 years doing digital marketing. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that you can fake reporting, right? Everything can look good. And how many contractors here have gotten on the phone with a marketing agency and the marketing agency is all excited about a click-through rate or impressions and you're like, my call board's empty, right? SearchLight is solving the problem of aligning your business as a contractor with your marketing company on what success looks like. Because I know you don't pay your customers with clicks and leads. You pay your customers and your employees with revenue. Right? So SearchLight is a revenue attribution platform where agencies can connect to, and they can not only see the clicks and the leads, but they can see their booking rate on every lead, their customer acquisition cost, their return on ad spend, 100% automated.
So do a play-by-play on this dashboard. Tell us what time of the year we're at, what's going on,
Love it.
What you're seeing.
Love it. So we're looking at the last 28 days here from September 16th to October 15th, right? And we can customize the story. We can look year over year, month over month. But in this case, we're looking at all marketing channels.
This is month over month. I just want to call that out.
That's correct.
Shoulder season right now.
Yep. So you can see we can select the different channels, but what we really see here in this top view is how much money did we spend over 28 days. So this group spent just shy of $60,000. And right off the bat, we can tell you that generated 1.3 million.
All right.
Now that 1.3 is in 3 different categories in their business. They have open estimates, where we can see almost $1 million stuck on the table with open estimates. And I always say marketing can get you in the driveway, but they can't sell the job. That's operations' job to do that.
Every once in a while.
Everyone, I mean, if they were going to pay me commissions, I'll do it too, right? But in this case, when someone sells an estimate, they would move into sold. This is a sold job not yet completed. And then when you invoice the customer, I see that event in your CRM and I know the job's finished. So marketing brought in 1.3, you've only closed 467.
And we are only one part of their marketing. We're search marketing, so call is our thing.
Yeah, so if let's just look specifically. We can go to PPC here or go to Google Ads, only.
Just Google Ads and SEO, but let's take a look at Google Ads.
Yeah, so in this case, let's scroll up a little bit.
And tell me the good and the bad in this. Give me the play-by-play, because I don't actually look at these dashboards yet.
I mean, here's the 40 grand spent. That generated $485,000. A 12x total return, including estimates, is fantastic.
Yep.
The problem here is a return on ad spend closed. I want to see over a 6x.
And so this could be, you know, and this is probably not completely uncommon right now. There's a little bit more apprehension in the market. People are waiting for
100%.
the election. We're in the election. So if you would say sometimes, and I'm being kind of loud here, so I think it will pick it up.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is things that are outside of our control as a contractor that are slowing down the sales process.
100% financing.
But it also could be lead quality, right? What are the things that could be happening with this particular hang-up?
We define lead quality by booking rate. So I know out of all the unique customers that came in, we booked 42% of them.
Yeah.
Now the problem here is we have
bad or good?
Averages between 40 and 45%, so you're right on par.
Okay.
Now the problem here is we have over $250,000 in open estimates from PPC over the last 28 days.
That's high.
It's more than what we're seeing closed. So yeah, I never want to see estimates exceeding closed.
And when you're like working out bottlenecks in a business and in marketing process, we have to look for what is that?
Estimate follow-up.
Yeah.
Estimate follow-up every time.
Yeah.
Because here you've paid for the marketing, you paid for the technician to go there, you paid for all that time, and then you're tripping at the finish line, right? You got 99% of the way done. You just got to sell the job.
Yeah.
So in this case, if you were to say, hey, I need more revenue from PPC, my answer wouldn't be get more leads. It would be, we'll close those estimates.
Yeah.
You've got 250 grand sitting there.
Yeah.
What's up, Dan?
Branded. Talk to me about branded, because we got Dan and
Pull up the brand campaign, Neil. Go to performance buy. We'll pull up the brand campaign.
We talk about brand and how it affects search, right?
Yeah.
And we love brand and brand name, right? Because I know which client this is. This is a mutual client that we have in common.
Okay.
They don't necessarily have the greatest logo or anything like that, but they do have good brand awareness.
So look at the branded campaign is bringing in a customer acquisition cost of $239 with an average ticket of $3,600. Right, it's brought in 107 grand of closed revenue, and you spent just shy of 8.
So basically, brand is always going to be a massive return, or what do you
100%.
say?
Of course.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at a low cost per click on a branded campaign, and in this case, you're getting almost a 14x return on your investment, but it brought in 183 grand. You just closed 107 of that.
But we could filter to new customers, right? Because maybe they see your beautiful van that's driving by, they didn't know you, so they searched for your branded name, right? And then you show, and that's important. So then we can filter out new versus existing customers, so we can look at the new customers that came in from that branded campaign.
250 acquisition cost on a new customer with
Isn't
a
that beautiful though?
$4,700
Like
average ticket.
you can see, like for a branding company or a company that invested in branding, to be able to see how that goes up over a year. So if
Exactly.
you look at, you branded last year, you rebranded, and now you've got.
When you're getting people searching your name and they're new customers, that's a 100% attributed to branding, whether that's traditional radio, TV, print, truck wraps, whatever it is. They've already seen your brand. They've never worked with you before, so your branding created that impression for them to search you by name, not contractor near me.
Exactly.
And we'd have to look at year over year to see the increase in a branding situation. But what have you seen, like as far as search? I know that you have opinions on search and branding. Give me, basically based on this reaction, is that what you'd imagine? 23x on.
Yeah, no,
anything else you have to add
100%. You could look at the same thing. You look at a lot of these clients that are essentially invisible in their own communities. So what are you doing to become that notion of 5 Mile famous? A lot of it is hard work rather than just throwing money at digital marketing. It's actually doing things to get engagement in the community. It's putting your brand in front of the right people. It's going to home shows. It's having your truck wrapped professionally. It's having an image that people connect to on an emotional level. All those things are the things that they remember when they need service. So like you just said, it's not about, air conditioning repair near me. It's typing in the name of that company. Oh my God, I remember those people at that show. They were so cool, they were so nice. I saw their truck, on my neighbor's driveway. That's the whole thing that we're really working so hard towards. So, but it's hard to do that. And people just want to throw money at PPC and LSA and all that other stuff, instead of just saying, hey, what can I do that will have a bigger return over time? It's not immediate. And I think that's the problem. People want the leads today, and they don't want to make the investment in brand that's going to pay off long term.
So I would say for sure, for me, like I'm always, like just for our company, I'm always measuring brand on search. Like my basic way is just Search Console. Like from last year, it was 900 searches a month, and now it's 1,100. So I'm just like looking at like how much volume there is for our brand. But this is so much more precise, right? Because you're actually
the cool thing
down to
with
revenue.
The difference is there's no human manipulation of the data, and everything, all the data comes directly from source, 100% automated. So I go direct to the ad channel, I go direct to your CRM, direct to your website, and I pull in all the data. So I can guarantee the accuracy here because these are the campaigns you set up in AdWords, and they're just pulling into my system.
So Google Ads with Hook Agency for an HVAC client. Give me your final assessment. You can roast me.
No, I would say you're, this is a newer client for you, is that fair? Yeah, you're right on par with what we normally see. The takeaway here I see, when the data is obvious, right? When we look at this line where you have more open estimates than we do closed, that's telling me it's not a marketing problem, it's an operations problem, because scroll up a little, Neil. You brought in 12x return on their investment, right? They spent 40, you brought in 485, they only closed 222. So unless they're gonna give you commission on the jobs.
And we're always improving, right? And it's a weird market. And I just want to, we're not going to mention the client name.
The most important thing here too for you and the client is I can show you by customer list. We probably want to keep the names off the recording, but we have customer lists, and I could show you every customer that you have an open estimate from Google Ads. So you're a couple clicks away from filtering those by revenue and being able to turn that 5.5x into an 8x with just a little bit of effort.
Love that, man. So who loves you guys more, contractors or marketing agencies? Give me you can't say both. You cannot say both, sir.
Contractors.
Why?
And this is any industry, there's a lot of wasted spend across marketing. You know this, right? If we can identify success through revenue, not clicks and leads, I can guarantee a more efficient marketing strategy that yields your business more money. Marketers love us too, but there's a lot of transparency behind this, right? And there's no hiding from it.
So where do people go to get started with SearchLight?
Go to our website, searchlightdigital.io. A very simple setup process, takes about 15 minutes on a phone call and about 5 days, and we're looking at your live data.
And if you want an agency that's absolutely fearless and actually just let somebody look at their data right here live without knowing what it was, because we give a shit and we want to get better and look at the reality, hookagency.com.